Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a cool day this morning. We did have a bit of a weather change from yesterday's beautiful warmth to right now being cooler, overcast, a bit cloudy. A little bit of rain has occurred overnight, I think. And, it's another day. It's a beautiful day, regardless of what the weather is. So we're here this morning, and good morning to Corinna. Lovely to see you here as well. First off the ranks with the comments, thank you. It's wonderful to have you here, and for those who are here in replay as well, when you get your time sorted and being able to watch at your leisure. It's great to have the technology as we do. I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So we are going to move over to the cards because that's what we're wanting to check out, what guidance Spirit has for us. So let's go. And here we are. I've got the Gilded Breviary Lenormand deck that's Chira Marchetti created. I am using the expanded edition. We have the central card being one of those extras that comes with this deck. So we've got the birds in the home space. We've got the mask being one of those extras in that central theme space that connects us to our tower card in the workspace. So we'll just move over to the owl card and see what that one is for us. There are two things we should give our children. One is roots and the other is wings. Create that beautiful foundation for them so that they can fly for themselves in the strength of how you have given them those foundational wings. Probably not quite the correct phrasing, but that doesn't matter. Now, here we come close up to the cards so that we can see them a bit better. Now, for those of you who may have seen yesterday's, you will notice that we definitely have the birds in the same spot again. Okay, so the birds are in the home space again. What we start with, though, is that central theme for our day. It is the mask today, so it's bringing in that little bit of vulnerability as we choose to let down that mask or not. Help others to understand more of who we are, or be that helper for others to understand more of who they are for themselves. Okay, so we've got all the different facets shown to us. It is as the sun, that masculine energy, to the moon, the feminine energy, to that faces us being the spiritual. Well, I think it is, because you can see definitely the star space or Binda eye, whatever you call it, for the third eye. So that is the sixth chakra in what the West recognizes as one of those main seven chakras. The third eye is that's the brow at that point. Sometimes you can feel that more strongly than others. For me, it is a bit of an activation point for turning the switch on or off for my psychic senses, if you like, because I've been able to train myself to do that. It is like turning on and off the switch of this cosmic light, this that's at the crown chakra, for instance. So as you might be growing into your knowledge and understanding of all the energetics and the spiritual part of your life, we still do need to work within a world that is physical, the birds and the tower and things that are, the home and the workspace, Mother Earth, all of that gives us connection. We are choosing which way we connect with our world by having this mask available, by being able to turn the table, so to speak. I'm not sure what's on the other side of this one that creates the 4 points of a mask, or is it just that's what this mask is placed on, and it's actually our own body, our own head, our own persona that we're putting within that back end facing forward. I know you know what I mean, because it's a mask. Okay, we're bringing that to the table today. The spirits want us to really have an awareness of how we are putting up our own mask what we're choosing. Be consciously aware of what you're choosing to show out as your light. Okay? And I'm just going to check if there's any other comments yet. No, there's not, so that's fine. It is a Friday, nearly the weekend, a busy day for a lot of us as we're coming into our home space and having this beautiful communication with those who are our family and friends and possibly our community in the town that we live, that space that we actually call home. So for me, my home space is Meningie. It's where I spent most of my life, being brought up on a farm and etc., to where I am now. I'm not living there anymore, but it still is the space that I call home as far as a town-based home. But right now it's here at Port Elliot by choice, and the actions of interacting with people and community around me, I do become involved with that. I do have another person here at the moment. Your partner or your children or the rest. Every single one of us has a different combination of who we are interacting with through our day to day. So take the time, do the listening as well as the speaking as you're moving through your day too. Respecting each other and how we each see what we are in each other, that light being shone, almost as if you put yourself in their shoes as well sometimes, because we don't always have the full story of where someone's come from in their life, upbringing and everything, to be fully conversant with understanding them, but do your best. Really have that listening mode on. Here we've got a listener. Here we've got maybe a speaker, listener, and the readiness of being able to communicate, coming in and out as we need to. Okay, it's all of that that households can get very busy, and really having that awareness of what's happening, with whom, communicating it. Okay, as we're shining our light in the world. With the workspace, I don't mind the tower. It can be the government stuff, or it can just plainly be what we're building as our own, if you're in business for yourself, like a soulpreneur, entrepreneur, a business owner. There can be a slight difference just running a business, or you could be gainfully employed in one of those situations of where you are earning your money by creating that is the flow for another business to be able to make profits and keep the cycle going, in whatever way it is, creating that is a solid foundation and building an empire maybe. Or for today, it could just be plainly that there could be some unmasking and requirements to do contractual stuff, legal things that does involve a government institution, that type of arena that you might be playing in today or working in as well. So feel that what you are doing is important in helping to create that is stability, a firm foundation, and building on top of that as you're working through what may be your career or a project or something else that is important for what is for others, shining a light, glowing your stuff, all sorts of ways that we can actually be shining out and showing the world what we are doing. Being able to communicate that in clear ways. Most, we start at our home base, don't we? Thank you for that beautiful emoji. And also, to have that we can remind ourselves that we are on a pathway and a journey as well, and we're taking that one step at a time. It doesn't have to be the full kit and caboodle in one hit. We are on the journey to take the steps as we need to and revealing as we need to. So the mask doesn't have to come off in completion, so to speak. We are going to be moving through as that need arises. And we trust that inner self, that is within, to guide us as well, our own gut feeling and our connection with our own spirit guides. So move through your day with that beautiful energy and open up as and when you need to, but mostly with your own consciousness in how you are moving forward as well. And I'm just going to shift through to that as I put up Sandra's comment again. You experience spasmodic employment. Stability would be wonderful. I do understand that sentiment, absolutely. But think of also the ways of freedom in not being employed full-time in a job does open up a freedom of flexibility in other areas that you might continue gaining clients, if you want to call them clients, in earning your own income in a different way. Always different options, isn't there? Some it's easier than others. Trust that inner self and guidance that you're getting from your spirit guides as to what path is next for each and every one of you, because even with stable employment, things can change in an instant to something else. We do have the gift of every morning having new opportunities in whatever way that shows up for you. I hope it's in all the best interests of, well, humanity, with how we do see some things that happen around us that we're not quite happy with. When I look at the news, which I don't very often at all, it's stuff that flits up as my partner's watching TV. I hardly sit out there, actually. This is my realm. And, the ads come up for the news or whatever. The world can be in a bit of a pickle in different places at times. Pray for the best to come out of situations that are not what's looking optimal for people. And, really put out our energy in focus for helping each other rather than bringing each other down. So, I know there's an emoji of some sort there, Christine. I have no idea what it is because it's not showing up in the actual comment, which is a bit weird, but that's the nature of the technology we work with. We do move forward in what we have as, how it's presenting. So thank you for being here, basically, is what I'm going to say. Each and every one of you, we all have what we have within us that is glowing our light and shining our light into the world and create, we are part of the puzzle, the jigsaw puzzle of life, the jigsaw puzzle of humanity. And we do matter in that because, as we do complete a jigsaw puzzle and there's one piece missing, we see it, we notice it, and doesn't it irritate? Maybe that's the thing that we need to scratch and really be present and be one of those pieces that fits in our unique way, not as we're, all the different conditionings. Find your own pathway, and that's why I do this as I do, because I enjoy helping you in just this small way to see what messages Spirit might have for you to continue on what is your journey. So keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. I do have my link there in the chat for the psychic.online website that you can book for readings, personalised ones, to give you more personalised detail around questions you might have, wanting specific answers. And I think that's so funny. Your husband hides pieces so he can put in the last piece. Oh, that really is funny. Frustrating, I bet too. And Corinna, you love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for being here. And I will leave it there. So I hope you find those hidden pieces too, Sandra. So it's you putting the last piece in your puzzle. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep being the best you, and namaste. Until tomorrow.